Hi, my name is Paige Gonzalez, and I'm the current president of Truman's speech and debate team. Although I might be a little bit biased considering this is my third year on the team, I would say that speech and debate is one of the best activities that you can enroll in here at Truman. Whether it be just being one of the most competitively successful activities at our high school, it's also one of the best environments and most beneficial clubs that you could ever want to sign up for. But don't just take it from me. You're going to hear in the next couple minutes from my own teammates about the benefits of speech and debate, what speech and debate even is, and if it might be a good fit for you, and how you could be a part of our team. But for now, I'll pass it on to my Vice President, Hadley Brillhart.
Hi guys, I'm Hadley Brillhart and I am the Vice President of our Speech and Debate team here at Truman High School, and I am so excited that you are considering joining our program. Speech and debate is a very special thing that you can get involved in here at Truman High School. We have the opportunity to speak out for social justice and issues that we see in the world. You can either do this through debate, which is where you have a topic and you compete, you debate against one another, or speech, which is full of acting events or speaking events. So depending on whether you're more interested in debate or speech, you have the opportunity to let those both come together and talk about issues that you're passionate about. I specifically love speech events because I always hear it's the only chance you have to change someone's viewpoint in 10 minutes. And that's so true. You get to pick one issue that you're very passionate about and perform, and you have the opportunity to help others see the world in a different shade of color than they did before. And in debate, you get to bring light to political issues and social justice issues that you see not only within the community, but on the global scale. So I am so excited that you are considering speech and debate, and I can't wait for you to hear all about it.
My name is Gabby Patentler. I am Speech Squad Captain. I am a senior on the team, and I am so excited to talk to you guys today. You guys just heard from my duo partner, Hadley Brillhart, and she is also my best friend. And so I am very excited to talk to you about the wonderful relationships that you get to make whenever you join the speech and debate team. Hadley and I were freshmen when we decided to be duo partners, and guys, I'm telling you, that was the best decision I have ever made. It made us closer than I ever thought we could be. We've been to tournament after tournament together. We've traveled the United States together, going to nationals. We've been on long plane rides, on long car rides. We've shared our hearts with complete strangers who we've competed against and who we've performed for, and oh my gosh, it was just one of the best experiences of my life, and I'm really, really gonna miss that next year. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about are the people that you get to meet from other parts of the United States or people around the Missouri area at tournaments. So basically, when you walk into a tournament, it's a little nerve-wracking. You know, you see people in suits, you see people practicing their pieces, you see people who are nervous, getting ready, blah, 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 prepping for debate. And you're waiting outside your room, and someone's performing, and so sometimes all the competitors will be outside, or you're waiting before the round starts, and you're just all sitting down. And you talk to these people who look so scary, and you realize, wow, they are just like me. You know, they're just as nervous as I am. They're just as excited. They all have a message that they want to share with me. And I've made some of my closest friends who I never would have met without speech and debate because of this program. And it's something so profound to see people who, you know, you actively compete against. You know, you want to beat them. You want to do well. And they go up on stage, or you go up on stage, and they get an award. And you are genuinely so happy for them because they're the people that you meet. You made friends with these people. You want them to do well because it's more than just a trophy. They shared their hearts with people, and people got changed by that. And that is something that I really have only seen with speech and debate. You know, the arts are such an amazing part of life and the human experience. And this platform allows you not only to share messages with people, but share messages with the people that you will grow to love. And that is something so spectacular about this program. Another thing is just your teammates. You know, I'm speech captain, and so sometimes I'll, before any round start, I'll take everyone outside and we'll do really big warm-ups. And, you know, you kind of look goofy and you look silly, but it helps everyone just laugh and look stupid together, and get excited together. And on the bus rides, it's everything. It's when you're sitting down waiting for a round to start. It's when you're on the way to the school and everyone's like, I'm so excited, and you're like sharing bits and pieces of your script. You're going over your intro. Those moments bond you for life without you even realizing it. And wow, it is hard for me to leave, but I'm so glad and humbled that I get to talk to you guys about one of the best parts of speech and debate. So just always remember that. Keep that in mind whenever you're looking for a wonderful team to join, because this is going to sound cliche, but you don't just join a team, you join a family who always has your back. And I love that part of speech and debate.
One of the questions we were asked is, are competitions still fun? And the answer is yes, even during a global pandemic. Intern students record their videos and then get to submit them for competitions, while debate students get to come up to school or debate from home against live competitors. Competitions are still really fun. We still get that awesome sense of community, and you're still getting the feedback you might want. So, competitions are still pretty fun.
Hey, I'm Owen, and I'd like to tell you that debate really, really helps with school. Not only that, but also helps getting you into colleges. I found that with some of my harder honors classes and AP classes, debate has helped with my research. It's helped with my knowledge of just the general way that the world works, and that's been really helpful throughout my academic career so far. Not only that, but debate can be great for helping you get into college. Colleges love seeing that you did something for 4 years, and especially that you did something that's very mentally stimulating and really helps you get smarter. Not only that, but you can also get lots of scholarships for colleges throughout debate, and you can even go on to debate in college on the collegiate level. So debate is really amazing for school and even more amazing for colleges.
My name is Kaylee, and my question was, can you be involved in other things as well as speech and debate? And the answer is yes. I'm involved in about 4 or 5 other things outside of speech and debate, and I'm able to do all of them. You just have to be able to time manage well and learn how to prioritize, and doing speech and debate will really help you with that.
So first, debate topics. This year's topic was about criminal justice reform, and I felt that was a very good topic because it was relevant to what's going on in the world today, and I personally learned a lot from it. Now moving on to the practices are professional and productive, but they're still pretty chill and easygoing. You can work on what you need to work on, and you can get help if you need it, and it's a very nice, relaxed atmosphere. And finally, what it feels like to win a round. Well, everybody likes to win, but you really get that sense of accomplishment and like all your research and hard work and all the time and effort that you put into debate has really paid off. And it feels good for everybody. It feels good for your team, your coaches, and everybody's happy.
Hi, I'm Natalie Johnson, and I will be talking to you about Congress. One of my favorite things in acting and debate is Congress because it's kind of down to life. You talk about really relevant topics like climate change or the pink tax, which I didn't even know some of these things existed. Like the pink tax, I never knew what that was. I didn't know that there was a bill to make millionaires pay more taxes. I didn't really understand it. It gives you depth into what you really want to do. And it also can show you if you want to do this or if you don't want to do this. But it's really down to life. And I only say that because, first of all, yes, we do talk about really relevant topics. Second thing is you really get to share your opinion, which just helps me understand other people's opinions. You also get that time to just learn about it. And with learning about it, you create a speech about it, which makes you stronger with your communication skills. And so overall, Congress is basically you pick your own topic between a certain amount of legislations for the month. And so you pick that topic and then you write a speech about it. Sometimes you record it during COVID, but normally there's live Congress where you just read out your script or your script or your paper out loud, which is awesome too. And so Congress is more like if you want to be an attorney, what you're going to have to do, because you are going to have to create a bill if you want to pass a law. So you are basically prepping for things you want to do in the future, which gives you a better opportunity in the long run. So overall, Congress is great. I hope you do that. And bye.
I am so excited to be telling you guys about the events that I participate in, which are book events and then duo. So in book events, there is poetry, and prose. So POI is program oral interpretation. This is 10 minutes and it's mixed genre. So you take things from books, articles, news stories, and you choose one argument that you are very passionate about. Mine this year, for example, is about how teachers should implement anti-racist curriculum in schools. So I have all different kinds of genre that is all mixed together and helps represent that topic. And then prose is just a story. So you would choose a book and then act it out with a book. And then poetry is, you can either choose one poem or a collection of poems. And prose and poetry, the time limit for those events does vary, but they're usually around 7 to 8 minutes. And then duo has a very, very special place in my heart. Duo is a 2-person event. You and a partner get to compete together, but the trick is you cannot look at each other and you cannot touch each other. This is a 10-minute event and it is so amazing to get closer, not only with a piece, but with an actual person. So now I'm going to pass this on to my duo partner, Gabby.
The next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about are 3 other events that I have done or do. First, I'm going to talk to you guys about my very favorite event besides duo, and that is humorous interpretation. Humorous interpretation is when you take a script, a play script, a movie, a comic book, whatever, and you cut it down into a 10-minute script that you get to do all on your own. And so your characters need to be really big and dynamic, and it needs to be funny, obviously. Like, you have these things called stock characters that a lot of people like to use also. So it's gonna be a little cringy, but just bear with me. Like, one of your characters could be really old, and then one of your characters could be really tiny. And so, like, I know that's cringy, but it's funny and people like it. So that's just really, I love being able to make people laugh. There is no better feeling than when you make people you've never met before laugh at something stupid that you're doing. It's just really, it's a really fun time. And another thing that I love about HI is my old coach used to say to me, you never know who really needs to laugh that day. And I really like that part about humorous interpretation, because someone could be going through a really hard time and you're making them smile and you're the reason for their happiness and their joy. The next event I'm going to talk to you guys about is DI, which stands for dramatic interpretation, which is a lot like HI, except you need to have a serious topic and a serious message that means a lot to you. And I really like dramatic interpretation for very similar reasons I like humorous interpretation, and that is you never know who needs to feel that they're not alone, and who needs to feel like that someone understands them and wants to know that they're not going through a situation all by themselves, and that's really, really cool. The final event I'm going to talk to you guys about, sorry, I've been talking for years now, is storytelling. And storytelling is a lot like HI, except when you're HI, you're standing up. When you're storytelling, you're sitting down, and your butt has to stay in the chair. So your blocking can still be really animated, but you have to make sure that you never leave the chair. And you also, you pull from a children's book. So you could do The 3 Little Pigs, or you could do, I did a children's book that was based on Ruth Bader Ginsburg, which was really fun. And you can also improv a little bit in storytelling. So just 3 really awesome, really cool events, and one really major reason to join the speech and debate team. I really hope to see you next year. I'm going to be coming back, and I'll hopefully help coach you guys, and you guys rock. So just remember, lead with love, and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Hadley and Gabby, for covering all of the acting events. But speech and debate has 3 total categories: debate, acting, and speech. In the speech category, there are 3 main events: extemp speaking, informative, and my personal favorite, original oratory. Extemp, which is sometimes called United States Extemp or International Extemp, based on which you enter in, is an event that is full of extemporaneous and spontaneous speaking, where you are given a question or prompt pertaining to either United States issues or international issues. And you are given 30 minutes to prepare a speech with some sources to either inform your audience of a stance on that question or just what the heck is going on in the world, where you then give a 7-minute speech conveying all of this information memorized. Extemp can sound incredibly terrifying in concept, but I promise that when it's actually being done, there is nothing like the rush of nailing an extemp speech. Next, we've got informative speaking, which is a 10-minute long memorized speech where you yourself get to choose any topic that you could possibly want to inform the world about. No, seriously, you could choose practically anything. Some of the topics that have been seen on the national stage include scientific explanations of how gender has changed over time, the history and significance of black hair. I've even seen infos about bow ties or roller skates. Info is also unique in the fact you're able to use visual aids or little poster boards and props to help convey your message to the audience, informing them either brand new things about something they thought they would have already known about, or something that the audience could have no absolute clue about. And finally, my personal very favorite event, original oratory. Similar to info, it is a 10-minute long speech that you get to write and memorize without the visual aids. But instead of being purely informative and trying to tell your audience about a certain topic, in oratory, your goal is to persuade the audience to believe or do something about something that you are passionate about. Some of the oratories that have been seen across the world include one about the history of Bollywood and the importance of Bollywood and dance in culture. Another major speech was called Simply Put, talking about the oversimplification of issues into being just one side or the other. Or even my own speech last year was about trends, where I quite literally sang "Never Gonna Give You Up" and rickrolled my judges live. You get a lot of creative freedom and ability to write about whatever strikes your passion. And whatever you're able to be passionate about can almost always be conveyed in speech and debate as a whole. So please, as you're enrolling this year, or even if you're unable to take the class, please try and come in after school to room 233 at Truman High School to be able to join our speech and debate team. Because I promise that Truman wants you. And I promise it'll be a worthwhile experience. So thank you so much for even listening to our team, and please consider enrolling in Comp Drama 1 or Competitive Debate 1, or maybe even both, for this upcoming school year. Thank you so much!